Ready, Tom?
Man, we got to do this.
Ready.
Snow apocalypse, baby. Snow
No
apocalypse.
apocalypse.
Man, we're expected to get 8 inches of snow all at one. I mean,
The
like
weather, rain.
of snow, 8 inches of
Rain.
snow
You had to have said wind.
right now.
Yeah, I don't. I heard you, but it doesn't make sense.
Man, it's snowing in Little Rock.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, as you know, like I'm not with my family when I'm here, but yeah, Paige sent me pictures of the kids like making
Right.
snowballs and whatnot. Yeah, yeah.
Never
We
snowed
were
when we were kids. Never snowed.
right. We were in Jersey for a couple of years, and no snow like that. No
They
snow.
got it now. As soon as y'all left, man, they've been hit three
Yeah.
times
Right.
since y'all
Right.
moved out of there.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. The whole United States, except for Florida. In fact, I'm going to put up the map right now of the United States, the temperature of the United States, except for Florida. Florida's like 75 degrees. We all hate Florida today. Um,
I mean, don't we most days hate Florida
no,
though?
I mean, Mickey Mouse lives there. I kind of like to go, but anyway, but like the whole country is
Right.
like grip of winter, man. Like
Right.
you can't. There's nothing to do. Um, today I celebrated July and February, whatever month this is. In fact, I'm gonna little clip here of me outside, uh, enjoying some sunshine. It was a nice day out today.
You look great. I
Nine
mean,
9 degrees.
like were you chips and salsa in it? Were you throwing down with a cold one?
The
Like what
reality
made
is,
you do
I could con nobody into helping me film my stunt shots. I wanted to take like the Super Bowl party platter thing out there with me to put on the
it? Right.
table, but
Yeah.
it was so it's so cold outside. It's like we've got probably 4 inches of snow on that side of the house. Uh, I just couldn't carry anymore. I mean, I carried everything out there in one trip and one trip back. Well, actually, 2 trips back. I had to run back out there and get the tripod the second time. I was so cold I couldn't pick it all up, to bring back in
So
on the way back. So
I experienced something a minute ago. So
yeah,
uh, in this part of the country, the people of Portugal every year they go crazy. Like they lose their mind in a good way. They party like it's 1999 every day for a week. I'm talking throwing back the old brown liquid to the
yeah.
point where you're just like puking in the streets, like straight up Mardi Gras
This
for a week.
brown liquid, not
Uh, Not this brown liquid, the pop the top kind where you got to throw a little twisted. So they party nonstop for like 9 days.
wow.
The government here decided that even though they said not to, they couldn't trust the people. So we have an 8 p.m. non-driving curfew and a 10 p.m. If they catch you outside your home after 10 p.m., straight up prison, man. You're going straight to
What?
jail. Yeah, yeah. There's no excuses, no nothing.
I thought you were saying
So,
like after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, man. It's like block party time. No more driving. Better be home with the
no,
brewskis and
yeah,
block
yeah, yeah. That's
party.
how it usually is. It usually is when the sun goes down, it's party time. So this is to prevent that. So I'm over at my buddy's house. He's no fam right now too. He's like, hey man, I threw some curry down. Come over, eat some food. Let's chill. Man, I'm sitting at the house. We're watching a cook show while we eat our food to like judge them on how they can't cook while we're eating like thrown together food. Yeah.
Pop
Anyway,
tarts. Yeah, I got you. Mm-hmm.
um, so I look down at my phone and I'm like, it's 9:45. Fudge. So like I'm like, bye bro, like fist bump. I'm like running in the wind. So to throw it down right now, we're experiencing between 40 and 70 mile an hour winds on this rock I live on. So I'm running up a hill, and it occurs to me that I am still on the same block of concrete that I have been running on for like 12 strides. Because as I go to run forward, the wind is pushing me back.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so I just stood still until the wind stopped gusting, and
That's
then I
incredible.
sprinted. Yeah, it was nuts. And I was like, man, this is crazy. And I looked at my phone, and Paige's picture sent me pictures of the kids making snowmen, and I was like, everyone is experiencing like a crazy weather day today. Uh, yeah, so I said all that to tell you that like if you hear crazy noises, It's the wind. We have
It's the
metal
wind.
shutters.
It's not the
We have
neighbors.
yeah, it's not the. It could be them too. On the other side of the wall. On the side of the wall is a Portuguese family. I don't know their names. They're
Yeah.
loud sometimes. I thought the house was haunted for like the first 2 weeks because I didn't realize I shared a wall with anybody. Yeah, it was. I was afraid to tell people that I heard things at night. I thought they were going to think I was nuts. I hear like a child crying sometimes.
Yeah.
Later on, like when I realized this was a duplex, this is a 3,000 square foot house, man.
Yeah.
Like I never would have dreamed it'd be a duplex. Like in America, a duplex is like, it was a decent sized house with a wall in the center. Now there's two houses. Here, like these are huge homes or duplexes. Anyways, I thought it was haunted. I thought it was cursed. I invited a friend over.
Yeah.
And I went, did you hear that? Did you just hear that now? And he's like, yeah, it's a duplex, bro. And I was like, no, I was testing you. I was testing you.
I was testing you.
Yeah. Yeah. I can now sleep. I can't remember nights I didn't sleep. I was just petrified, man. I thought, man, all these times I've made fun of all these ghost shows and this shit's real.
Right.
Anyways, anywho, move on.
Tell me about your new Superman show.
Hey, we grew up watching Lois Lane and Superman in like a Lois and Clark 1993 show. And Terry Hatcher was the lead role. Obviously, that tossed her to stardom. She became like the face of all things lady for the next 10 years. There is a new show called Superman and Lois, I think, or Lois and Superman. I don't really, it's one or the other. I know it's like 13 episodes in. Sorry if you're like caught up and I'm not. Don't make fun of me. Like I'm not.
Right. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
What's it on?
I think it's a CW show.
Okay. Didn't know that was a thing still. I got you.
Yeah. Well, if you want to watch anything like Hawkeye or Green Arrow, that's your show.
I got you.
So
They have a streaming service?
I have no idea.
Would it be like called CW Plus? Like it's everybody else names their stuff Plus.
Everyone does. So I assume, home of Dr. Pepper, Jerry Jones, helps out. Hit that like button.
Total off script. Part of my no-show prep. Did you see, man? I mean, like my little nerd heart just can't take anymore. Disney is actually, and I thought Disney was broke, man, because they're broke. They had a lot of money, but they spend it fast,
Right.
They're pretty broke, but apparently they got a little bit of money. I was kind of really thinking maybe, I was actually thinking AMC might do this, and they still might. I don't know. I don't even, but Disney is actually talking about buying MGM. MGM's broke. They're trying to sell themselves. Man, I mean, if they do, oh my gosh. Like MGM's library, like all the 007s, Stargate. I mean, like almost every movie you ever watched has started out with the MGM logo,
Like the guy who says like, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
I've heard of him. Yeah, I remember that. No. Oh, MGM, like the movie studio, MGM, man. I don't know. Metro Goldwyn Mayer. I just remembered it. Metro Goldwyn Mayer. That's it.
Oh, I was hoping that you were going to tell me that I get to watch all my UFC fights on my Disney Plus app. Like,
that's not a bad idea. I don't know if anybody would like to see old fights, but I know that.
Yeah.
I know I would like the opportunity to see fights like before I was born. Maybe not. I don't want to pay a lot for it, but if they added that to a streaming service, that could get me in. Especially if they like made it a show. If they like did like backstory and stuff and went with the fight, like, you know what I'm saying?
So one night I'm over at John's house. He's tossing on this old video him and Jim watched or whatnot. And
John, your lifetime boyfriend, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry. John, hey, sweetie. Sorry I had dinner with another guy. Nothing personal. Love you, Paige. Anywho, so he tosses it on. It used to be UFC fights where like 100 dudes show up. 50 matches. Winner keeps going.
Oh, wow. Like World Series poker, but with fights.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The last fight, these two bros were like throwing bows, but like it's dang near slow motion because they've been throwing punches for 8 hours now.
That's what it looks like when I start fighting.
Right. The winner choked the guy out by grabbing his own shirt. Like, yeah. So yeah, John probably right now is screaming at me not knowing the guy's name. I don't know his name. But it was funny because it was like 10 guys who do this for a living and 90 guys who were like, yeah, I'm tough. I'll fight anybody. What's up, man? And they're like 5 minutes later, they're on the concrete, like trying to grab your punch in the face. They're like, which one of you 4 dudes hit me? What happened? Who? Yeah. So they used to just travel the country being like, you think you're tough? Come fight us.
Yeah. You're talking about the Tough Man contest, are you? Did Tough Man do that?
Tough Man does the same thing, but no, that's where UFC was born.
I got a friend of mine. He has no sense. You know, he's the hardest working dude I ever known in my life, and man, he just looks forward to it every year. I mean, maybe not now. I hadn't talked to him about it in the last couple of years, but up until even like 2 or 3 years ago, I mean, the guy's like in his 50s. He loved it, man. He loved to fight, and man, I mean, he would get because it's like set up. You know, they don't expect you to really get to the main event. Like they got a couple dudes that travel around that are like real fighters,
right?
But like almost every year, man, when they come to town, he would get down to the last guy, and they'd be getting kind of nervous about it. Like, he could hurt our dude, because I mean, he's a bad guy. He's a bad dude, man. He just liked to fight. He didn't, you could punch him in the head. He didn't care.
I just imagined like a 300-pound truck driver who like hops in the ring, smashes 2 beers, just like oh my god,
Stone Cold Steve
like
Austin.
Stone Cold. He's like, it's game time, boys. I'm hydrating before the fight. Let's go. And he's like, sir, do you need some Gatorade? Why? Is your wife thirsty? Like, does no cardio. He just walks out of the center of the ring. He's punched like 3 or 4 times. And then just, okay, my turn, boy. And then good old overhand right to the face.
You nailed it, man. This cat don't drink, but man, he drives them log trucks, man. He's a logger, dude. Yeah. He's tough as nails, man.
Reaches out there, grabs the log, shoves it back into the truck. Like, I had one try to get away. No, he says, like, hey, so what are you doing with this fantasy football, man? Season's over.
Man, I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping you can have some ideas for me, man. I'm in a slump, dude. I mean, actually, I won my, at work this year. I felt pretty good, but like it's over. As soon as it's over, there's still some more football season left, obviously. And I'm not really big on betting on games, although some of these new draft online, app things got about to lure me in. I think I definitely should have bet on the Super Bowl because I knew in my heart that the Chiefs, they were just believing their press, and
I can help you in your betting life. Never,
just don't do it.
Bet against Tom Brady. I don't even care what is in. Like, that man took a championship trophy and tossed it to another boat and completed the catch.
Yeah. So, that's like, can we talk about that in just a second? So, the whole betting online thing, I had a guy at work that one of my supervisors, he was betting on like college games this year. And he's only betting when like when it's crazy odds, like I don't know what I'm not a betting guy, but when the odds are just like a no chance odds, and he would just throw like $50 on it. Man, this cat, he won like $5,000 this year just doing that. Not even when there was a chance the other team was going to win. Just like just betting the stupid odds, man. Just $50.
So a couple years ago when I was deployed, I decided to play the same game out. And I bet only on Nick Saban. But wait. I bet the over-under in Alabama.
Yeah.
Because at the time, Alabama had 2 great running backs. And in the fourth quarter, they would just run the clock out. Like, this was before Nick Saban wanted to score 90 on every play. And so I always bet the under. Because at the time, you're like, oh, I average 45 points a game, and you play Alabama. You're like, dang, I'd only kick a field goal. Like, what happened to the rest of my points? And I won like $400 just betting Nick Saban was not going to let anybody score 50 points, including his own team.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would have never tried to bet on like the line of if they score within X number of points or whatever. But when somebody told me I could bet the over or the under, I was like, man, that's okay. Let's try this out.
Mm-hmm.
But another guy was like only betting on like, I don't know, UCA, like little almost Division II teams playing against almost Division II teams. They would just bet they were going to score 1 million points. And he was right most times because there's no defense down there. It's just, who can score the most points on each other.
It's crazy how it turns out that way.
Yeah. I mean, give it a shot if you're into it, man. Just like you said, like $50. Like don't bet the house.
Well, broke as I am, it'd be more like $20. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't know, man. Me and gambling, I work hard with my money, man. I don't like to just give it away.
So if you're gonna do it, man, I got you. There's a new football called Fans Only. You got to check it out.
Hang on, we'll just go back to that. The trophy.
The trophy.
So Tom Brady, man, I don't know if you've seen this or not. So I mean, obviously you did, but our viewers, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but Tom Brady is riding on a boat, part of the Super Bowl. Let's stay away from each other parade. They're on boats, even though the boats are like full of people, but they're underwater. Tom Brady throws the Lombardi trophy from the boat, from himself to another boat, and Gronkowski catches the trophy. They're not that far apart.
No.
You know?
But it's like a 30-pound trophy.
It's heavy. Okay, so, but, and I mean, it wasn't that incredible of a throw. I'm just saying, nobody didn't think Gronkowski wasn't going to catch it. Well, Tom Brady had good footing. Gronkowski's a great catch. They were going to catch the ball.
Yeah.
One of the daughters of the original Lombardi Trophy Silversmith design team is now demanding that Tom Brady apologize for disrespecting the trophy. Not because her dad made this particular trophy, only because she feels like it was disrespectful to their artwork or something. I don't even know. She's demanding that Tom Brady apologize for disrespecting the trophy and all that it stands for. I mean, they make it everyone every year, you know. So it probably made more than one. But
you know this woman's name?
I don't know, but it's on. I mean, I'm sure I bet I could find it here. It's actually it might have been part of my no show prep.
I'm gonna send a message to her right now.
You're gonna tweet it out. Here we go. Here, it's New York Post is. Let's see. Lorraine Gross, Grohs.
All right, Lorraine Gross, Ms. Gross. First, awesome, great job being born to such an amazing lineage. But as much as I hate Tom Brady, and trust me, Lorraine, me and you, we both hate this man equally right now. You for the silly reason, man.
Seething hate.
Seething hatred. This man's broken my heart more than he's broken anybody else's. I hate him more than I hate Aaron Rodgers, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate him. Can't wait for him to get hit harder next time. But if anybody has the right to do whatever he wants with his trophy, it's not even your trophy anymore. It is the Tom Brady championship. This man can use your trophy to, like, I don't know, hang up, like, use it to beat tent posts in when he goes camping. It is his.
That's right, man. It's bought and paid for, and it's a likeness of the one that her dad was part of. He wasn't the sole designer, part of the design team. He was a silversmith, but it's a likeness of it. It's not the original. It's not the one her dad made, and it is beautiful. But you know, I consider a lot of the things I've made in my life to be artwork.
Sure,
man. When it's sold, when I take the check, baby, I don't care what you do with it. Burn it to the ground for all I care.
No.
Of course, I'm not a silversmith, and I did just compare my work to a silversmith.
Yeah, but Tom Brady didn't just buy that trophy. He owns that trophy. His trophy. It is the new Tom. I'm changing the game. It is the new Tom Brady trophy. That's it.
Yeah.
He's got more championships than all other franchises combined. This man, who I can't stand, is the new trophy. Like, when you win an NHL championship, you got to hold up help me out. I forgot the name of the trophy, but they kiss the trophy in respect to Lord Byron, I think, Lord whatever his name is. From now on, when you win an NFL championship, they should hold it up and be like, to Tom. Like, and it's devastating too, man. Speaking of Tom, did you see where he's about to add another Hall of Famer to his team?
No, come on. Who's next?
Man, Houston has made a mistake. J.J. Watt wants out. He wants to go somewhere to win a championship. I just told you don't bet against Tom. You think J.J. Watt's going to go anywhere else? This man's on the phone right now. Hey, Tom, do you have room on your team? Can I go? Can I win a championship too, Tom?
Like, man, they be still on the couch, man. Can I have the recliner? Can I just?
Right. He's like, hey, Tom, I don't even want to play in the regular season, bro. Just call me when it's playoff time. I'll
For
give
the
you 9
playoffs.
sacks in 4
I don't,
games.
man. I've just heard so many crazy teams, man. Like, people speculating about Dallas, man. He might be at Dallas. Steelers. The Steelers are really they're making some pretty hard. Yeah, because I didn't even know he had two brothers playing football, but both of his brothers play at the Steelers. That's a pretty hard.
That's right.
I could see that. I could kind of see Big Ben say, "Hey, man, look, this is it for us." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's got to come at some point, man. Ben has got to want to be in that Super Bowl bad. What else is causing him to keep playing football? He's got to want it bad.
Didn't he go to like the first 2 Super Bowls he was in the league?
Absolutely.
He was like,
yeah.
I go back to back and never go again.
Has not been, well, I guess they haven't been back. Right. They've been pretty far in the playoffs. You're right. They get kicked, booted out in the end. But yeah. And when they play great, man, it's unbelievable. I don't know why they don't play on my TV because I'm kind of a Steelers fan, but man, the last couple of years, they just play great football in the first part of the year. Every year they're like week 11, week 12, man, they're on that undefeated list or, one game out from undefeated, and then they don't end the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, part of the problem with the Steelers, man, is that they've been playing against back when the Broncos were really good. They lost the Broncos, and then every year the Patriots have been amazing until Tom Brady went to the Bucks, and then you had Kansas City. So it's just been dynasty after dynasty, and Pittsburgh has been really good, but oh man, they've just been any other 10-year gap before the Tom Brady 10-year gap, they would have owned the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, but gosh, man, J.J. Watt, man, he's the Texans, man. I can't believe he just left. Gosh dang, man, they're like naming highways after him down there and buildings and stuff. And
yeah, I just, I've been reading the same stuff everybody else has been, and on paper when they brought in that GM Nick Caesarius, I can't say his name correctly. He came from the Patriots and he was a part of all 6 of their championships. And this guy looked like to be the one. But the rumor is they never brought in Deshaun Watson or JJ Watt to talk to him about it. I'm not saying that they have to ask them, but if this is your franchise quarterback, and let's be honest, JJ Watt, he isn't just the Houston Texans. This man is Houston. Like, he has done so much for that entire community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Just a slap in the face. And then neither player feels like this guy's on their team. He's not for them. He's trying to move in his own direction. I mean,
that's crazy. Why would you hire somebody that's not for Deshaun or JJ Watt? Why would that not be the guy? You would think that you would be like, look, man, y'all got to mesh. We need to meet. If the chemistry ain't here, this ain't happening. Because apparently you're not going to win.
The truth is, like, if Deshaun and JJ don't like you, you got to go, bro.
Yeah.
And instead they were like, nah, we can just find another franchise quarterback and another guy who loves Houston more than life itself. I mean, I heard even the press secretary quit. I mean, that's pretty bad when the lady's only job is to make you look good, and she's like, "Oh, not me. I can't even make you look good."
Yeah, man, I'm just in disbelief,
Yeah.
So, man, I'm watching TV yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to watch briefly. I didn't watch it very long. So, the Australian Open is on. I did not know any of the tennis. I kind of like tennis. I didn't know any of the tennis players, so I didn't watch that. There wasn't even golf on, so I couldn't take a nap. And the basketball was like USC and Washington State or something. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Later on, man, it was, Golden State and the Nuggets or something. I don't know. It wasn't much of a game either. So I ended up watching for briefly, like 45 seconds. I ended up watching Cornhole Championship. I didn't even know this was a thing, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to come up with a hobby or something. There is nothing, no XFL. There is nothing to watch right now on TV except for Cornhole Championship.
So I have 2 thoughts on that.
All right.
The first one is, we should start playing cornhole.
Yeah.
How hard could it be? And
I don't know, man.
Don't you normally play with a cold beverage in your hand? Like one hand holds the beverage, one hand holds the bag. Don't spill the drink. Like I thought that's how you played.
It looks pretty easy on the State Farm commercials, man. Old Patrick Mahomes, man, he just drops them, baby.
Yeah, I mean he's staring at somebody else when he does it. Like,
yeah, he ain't even looking towards the hole, man. He just.
So, are you ready for more football?
Absolutely.
Have you heard of fans only football?
Fans only football. I thought the lingerie league was over, man. I didn't know it was.
No.
Fans only. Isn't that like a website where you go look at girls' boobies or something? Fans only. Fans only football.
I hope I didn't watch Johnny Manziel, and then 5 seconds later he starts taking his helmet off. Like I'm hoping that's not where that goes next. Wait. I'm sorry. It's fan controlled football.
Oh, fan controlled.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. About half our audience just went to go give that as an excuse. No, honey, I was watching football. That's not even what you think.
Fan controlled football. So what does that mean? Like,
basically, it looks like arena football. Can't make a comeback, but Johnny Manziel's playing. There's a few other big name guys. The highlight I saw on ESPN, Johnny pump fakes. For all you guys aren't football fans, he pretended to throw the football. And then he just ran forward like a long ways. It's if you get bounced off the wall, you're out of bounds. And like two guys knock him out of bounds like the 1 yard line, and then the next play scored a touchdown. But it's basically arena football, but 7-on-7, and you can blitz whenever you want with that offensive lineman.
Yeah.
But I am not trying to convince you this is an NFL quality show because it is not.
Okay.
But it beats what you just described was on TV.
Yeah.
So there you go. I went golfing the other day.
Golfing. Bro, you don't believe what I've been doing.
I haven't golfed since I was before I could drink alcohol legally.
Golfing.
So, 17 years ago. And the first thing I learned was it's a lot easier when you're not actually playing a game. You just hit the balls on the range.
Yeah.
The second thing I learned was my hands really started hurting after like an hour of just hitting the ball.
Okay.
Maybe we're getting old. Like that's what I took out. I didn't take out like it's all of a sudden like it's a real sport, but it's not. Sorry, golf fans. But yeah, I think I'm getting pretty old when like hitting a ball 500 or 600 times hurts. Like it's pretty surprising.
500 or 600 times. That's about when I leave the range too. For about 500 or 600.
Yeah. Yeah, we
you went to golfing or did you go to the driving range?
We went to the driving.
Okay. All right.
We're playing golf tomorrow.
Oh.
It's not too bad, yeah. None of us, only one guy's played in the last like 5 or 6 years, so we're bringing a cart so we can at least have fun with the cart. We're playing best ball because we figure between the four of us, one of us gets the ball far enough that we, don't play for 6 hours on 18 holes. But we'll see. We may, because after watching us off the driving range, we're all pretty terrible. Might have been the first time the ball never left the ground.
I've never been golfing, but I know if I do go, I just need to have a bucket of balls. That way I can just walk away and drop a ball and start over because there's no way, this looks good right here.
Yeah. So we're here teeing off, man. We're teeing off, hitting the ball, and my buddy, he's single. He's swinging the ball, and this attractive woman walked by, and I was like, "Dang, you hit 300 again, bro!" And he's like, "Hey, man, all day, bro. They called me Mr. 300." She said, "Oh man, show me again." And he would have thought like he went straight frozen face. He couldn't hit 300 if his life depended on it. He was like, "Oh, my shoulder. Wait 1 second. Let me stretch this out." But what went from me trying to help him out really ruined any chances he had with the girl. Who would have thought she'd want to actually see him do it? Oops.
So we're going to go outside today and brave the cold and snow and wind and definitely stay warm. It's very cold today. 0 where I'm at. But hey, while you're watching, please hit subscribe and like. Share us. Check us out on Facebook for even more content than in the video.
Man, big news this week.
Yeah.
Grape Nuts, the cereal, will be returning to shelves this spring.
That's big news. Great.
Honestly, I
Big
didn't
news.
even know there was a grape nut shortage going on, but apparently, I mean, after I read the return, I do realize now that because I like to go to the produce section, get those parfait things, the yogurt and fruit,
Yeah. Yeah.
I had noticed in the last few weeks or months that there weren't any grape nuts in that cup thing on top, but I hadn't even thought about demanding more.
So I'm not sure what's more surprising.
Okay.
The first one is that people are eating grape nuts by such a large supply, we have a shortage. Or two, that you know what a parfait is.
Hey man, parfaits are amazing, dude. Especially the ones. So Sam's right now, they don't have the Sam's stores. They don't have like the restaurant thing or whatever you call that, dairy bar or whatever inside the store. It's not open because of COVID.
Yeah.
But they have the best parfaits, but those aren't made with yogurt. They've got like ice cream, but they've got like this bucket of fruit. They keep in, maybe it's not in a freezer, but it's in like a really cold refrigerator. It's got some ice crystals in there. It's pretty frosty.
Okay.
They pour that fruit in there, man. It's all like 5 different berries. And they put that sauce, on top of the ice cream too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The doctor doesn't like that I eat it, but
So I'm really confused. You threw me for a loop on this.
Okay.
Because when I think parfait, I think like super healthy, good for you food. But what you just described is more like an ice cream sundae on steroids.
If it had a little whipped cream, yeah.
I mean, you're already that far down the lane, Ted. Just bring your own whipped cream.
So, I mean, I work right down the street from a really nice Sam's Club. It really this year it's been disappointing, but yeah, I like to stop in there and get like 2 Nathan hot dogs because they sell hot dogs on a bun for $1 a piece. 2 Nathan hot dogs and a parfait, man, and it's like $4.
That's not bad. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'm working right before I get to work. I've been working all afternoon and I get to work. It's kind of weird, so I'm eating on the go. But anyway, it's not healthy. The doctor doesn't like it, but I haven't been able to do that this year. Can't wait till they open the.
So I'm glad you clarified what you liked about the parfait, because I would have slipped up and bought you a parfait and been like, "Ted, I got you back, bro," and then you would have taken one bite, like.
Oh, I like the parfaits with yogurt too. Maybe not Greek yogurt. I don't think anybody does that.
Okay.
I like parfaits, but I mean, basically because you gotta have like a lot of fruit. You gotta have something in there to. It's in those nuts, or grape nuts. In the past it was grape nuts. Now it's nuts, but.
Okay.
I like them. I like parfaits. Not against them.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't. There's something with the supply chain. It's not that two people being too many. The shortage is because of supply chain. A lot of supply chain shortages, and it's just.
Okay.
It was just one of the cereals that they just didn't direct the whatever. I don't know how they make grape nuts. I don't have any idea.
The good news is it looks like we got all the Fruit Loops you can handle. Like they got the Fruit Loops.
Got the Fruit Loops, baby.
Not the healthy cereal, not the one fighting heart disease. They got the one increasing it. You can get your heart disease plus your Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand this whole world, man. Everything's changing. Things change too fast. I don't know if it's good or bad. Probably not good. I don't know, but things change all the time. The city of Miami is in talks with their lawyers and the city, whoever officials, but the city of Miami, they want to pay their employees with Bitcoin. Miami wants to make themselves, they think that they're like a centric hub of technology. They're trying to make themselves like really cool, and they want to pay their city employees with Bitcoin.
So now, I live in a country that does everything in euros.
Yeah.
I get paid in US script, which means if I want to purchase anything, I have to go to an ATM machine and pay an extreme amount of money to transfer my US script into euros. I lose about $30 per 200 just in transfers. Miami, listen up.
Well,
bad idea.
I'll take my money in US dollars, sir. Yeah, I've seen the script thing on MASH, man. They like change out red for blue every so often.
Yeah.
I was worried about Bitcoin because like the value of it change like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much do you get paid an hour? Well, you get paid 30 Bitcoins an hour. That equals Well, yesterday it equaled $25 in US dollars. And this week it's $1 an hour. But you get 30 Bitcoins an hour. No. I
Yeah, but you don't.
I don't know. Huh? It's so stupid. It's so
Right.
crazy.
You're like, hey, can you deposit that into my bank account? Your bank's like, no, we don't take Bitcoin. We take US dollar bills, yo. Like,
Oh, well, the mom and pop banks on the corner, they got to get with the program. I mean, even myself, I have an online virtual bank account. No, my direct deposit from my place of work doesn't go there, but any kind of like online transfers and everything, dang right it goes in there because they can mess that account up and freeze it all they want to. But that bank account will take Bitcoins and exchange it.
really?
Either way. Oh, it'll go either way. Yeah, you can pay with Bitcoin or you can pay with cash.
Okay. I mean, hopefully the day you get paid. Ooh. I have a question. Florida. If I work on Monday, do I get Monday's rate at Bitcoin?
See,
Or do I get the paydays?
that's
rate?
what I'm saying, man. I
Do
think
I want to get paid on Friday?
Yeah.
What if I want to get paid on Monday?
I'm sure you'll be paid on whatever the closeout
Because
day is, but
the market does this.
all the time, yeah. I think it's a stupid idea. Yeah.
Anytime I bet on the stock, it does this.
I mean, even the US dollar goes up and down in value all the time too,
Of course.
but everything else that you purchase is also,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah, but I don't get paid 31 cans of soup an hour.
You don't.
I get paid a US dollar amount.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, now I have been in countries, by the way, that they had an electric sign and the price of goods could change by the time you pick it up and the time you get to the cash register because their dollar or their currency is so in flux.
That's crazy.
And that's what's going to happen if we go to Bitcoin.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I haven't heard of anybody anywhere else. It hadn't happened yet, but it's insane. I don't understand.
I mean, good call. Whatever you want to do, Florida. Set
Yeah.
the bar.
What about the guy in California? I think it's California. There's some fella somewhere in the world has an account of Bitcoin, and he's forgotten his password. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yes,
he's already
yes.
put in the password wrong twice. He has one more chance, and he's fixing to lose the most Bitcoin there has ever been. You know, the one person has owned or something. Man, he's fixing that has been lost anyway. People probably own more, but
I mean, I want to speak for everybody who didn't realize they didn't have NumBlock on and typed in their code and then typed in their code and typed in their code and said, no! I mean, that's this dude right now. I mean,
if the system is set up, you can only put your password in 3 times. You have no way to recover it. It's a rigged system. Get out.
it's a rigged system.
Don't put
They're
your
just
don't
waiting
put
on
your
it. They
you know.
know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a rigged system.
So for the rest of the world, today's a big day. By the time you watch this, it'll be over. So we can talk about it in the past tense, I guess. It's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Oh, Valentine's Day. Ted, are you a pro Valentine's Day guy? Do you believe in true love? Are you watch your Hallmark movies?
I do not watch Hallmark movies.
Oh, good.
Do I believe in true love? I mean, I better because I've been married for a while.
Yeah, that's.
I love you, Sarah.
So I know that when you saw her, you gazed across the room or however it was that your little heart did a little extra beat.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know? Now, I know that you're a big romantic, so I don't want you to cry on me. But did you know that getting married the first time, you have a 56% chance of getting divorced from your first wife?
Well, I mean, 56%. That's 56%, man. That's not very good odds. That's pretty awful. That's more than half.
More than half.
More than half are not going to make it. They'll be divorced.
I've got great news though. Of those 56%, they're going to marry other 56 percenters, which means 69% of those ain't going to make it either. And then,
man, that's just terrible.
And then they get married again.
3 times.
Third marriage. You think they figured out the problem, right? It wasn't me. it still is you. 79% who've been divorced twice will get divorced the third time.
Man, I mean, this could almost be into the show, man. I mean, look, before I got married, before we got down there, you know, and it's getting serious time, you know, like
Yeah.
we didn't really have a proposal. I mean, it wasn't no one knee. We were so broke, we couldn't
Sure.
afford none of that stuff.
Sure.
Anyway, we decided, you know, a handshook deal or whatever, pinky swear we're going to get married. But before that happened, man, I'm telling her, I'm like, look, I just realized why I keep shaking the camera. I'm sorry, everybody. So when it gets serious time beforehand, we're having this conversation. I'm like, look, like this is going to be forever. This is forever.
Ever.
Like I'm never leaving. I mean, I told her, you can ask my wife. I told her, we're never separating. I may have to live in the attic or something because you can't stand me, but we're not getting divorced. It's forever, whether we like each other or not. I mean, you just can't do it to your kids, man. I mean, people do, and I'm just saying, you know, and I know people have to make decisions. I'm not trying to say you're supposed to stay in a marriage that's not a good marriage. If you're in a bad marriage, get the fuck out. Don't stay in a bad marriage. That's not healthy. You know, obviously in the conversation I having her, we weren't like discussing anything like that. It was just, you know, just if you just don't like each other or something. Absolutely. Bad marriages, you got to get apart. There's happiness on the other side. If you're not happy in your marriage, I'm telling you right now, whoever tells you, if you're not happy in your marriage, please get counseling and be happy. For all the rest of us that are married and, you know, enjoying Valentine's Day today, hope you didn't put too much on your credit card.
Hey, speaking of that, so I went to church today. This is Sunday. We're recording this. The pastor points out, he tells us that eBay put out a story that said that 90% of the rings on eBay for wedding or engagement rings are marked down 90% from the sales price. They're not telling you this because they're trying to encourage you to come. The ad was basically saying, if you're going to buy a ring for Valentine's Day, buy it on eBay, because if not, you will resell it on eBay 56% of the time. But so I go look at it. Man, there are 1 carat diamonds, 2 carat diamonds for like $500, $600. These same rings are like $3,000 rings. That's not 90%, but that is huge. I mean, now I would say before we get started that I've never spent that kind of money, $1,000 on a ring for my wife.
Hell no.
No. But somebody did. And
man,
I mean, could you imagine putting $1,000 on a ring and then you guys don't make it?
You mean to spend $1,000 for a ring and you drop it down the drain?
Okay, that actually did make my heart double beat right there. That scared me. Yeah, no kidding.
Man, I buy my jewelry from a very, very established, well-known, reputable, affordable business. And I love it, man. It's just seems like there's always the same lady there, and she's from, I don't know, she's Asian. I'm not sure. I don't know. She's Middle Eastern. Or I'm not Middle Eastern, but she's from the East. But I don't know where she's from. And she's always trying to make me feel bad because I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she's worth more than this. You know, she tells me, you should buy this other ring. Is this just for your daughter? She tells me, like, look, that's a lot of money to me. It's a lot of money. And they always put the show on, act like they're trying to educate you about, you know, what's better and what's not. I've never had one person ever try to drag the diamond across a piece of glass to show me as a diamond. I don't know if it's freaking diamond or glass. You know what I'm saying? It could be, I don't know what it is. They say, this is gold, it's whatever. Okay, it's yellow.
Hey, it's not gold. It's gold plated.
Sure, right. Yeah, like the whole thing's not.
As much gold as possible on that bad boy. Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know. I've spent you know, I could probably spend more on rings, but if it takes rings to prove that you're in love, you know.
I mean, I think it's funny in today's age where they're like, you better put a ring on it. Girl, I bought you a damn car. It costs as much as a house does. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it isn't back when our grandparents, or maybe even our parents were alive, and the most expensive thing you own was jewelry. The most expensive thing I own is sitting outside and I drive it. I'm praying that nobody rear ends me and costs me half the value of it.
Yeah, somebody breaks into my house, man. They're gonna leave me a 20 on the way out, dude. They're gonna be like, "What?" You know.
I read a book where a guy said, he said, I've had car thieves offer me a better deal. If someone broke into my house, they would be like, hey man, here's a number to a decorator. Like, hey man, let me help you out with that.
Did we just read the last Evan Smoke? I mean, I'm sure. Hopefully, our audiences. If you have not read The Nowhere Man by Greg Urchowitz,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you you should. If you like mystery, like suspense, action, it's kind of like Jason Bourne, except it's not Jason Bourne. But oh my gosh, dude, I was not prepared for the ending of this last book. I mean, but 3 sentences in, you know what I'm saying? Oh well, I guess whenever he went down and spoke to the girl downstairs, I knew it, man. I was like, oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh, no. And
yeah. Yeah, I was man, I don't even want to say devastated. I was shocked. I listened to like you do, man. I listened to Audible. By the way, go Audible if you're not Audible, that's what you should be. And I had it on my ears. I wasn't paying attention to how far I was in the book. And the next thing I know, there's a massive what are they called? A massive cliffhanger, and I'm trying to figure out what just happened because obviously the book's over.
I had to pull the car over, stop, rewind it, you know, because I missed it because Google was telling me to do something to turn, you know, and so I missed what happened. And I had to like back it up 3 minutes and listen to it again, and I almost called somebody. I'm saying I was just disbelief, man.
I'm like, Evan, what Evan? And it's like Google like to catch it up. Evan Smoker is a super spy who decides he doesn't want to be a super spy anymore, wants to be an average Joe and help people. And the U.S. government hates people who wants to help people when they train you to do something different. Enjoy the show. Awesome. It makes Jason Bourne look like a sissy. Great show. No romance. There's a little hint of a sort of kind of maybe, but you get to enjoy the life of a single mom and their child without all the mushy nastiness of most TV shows where they are making out and making it gross for you. So if you're deployed or away from your family, like a lot of Americans are right now, hey, you're the heroes out there. This will be a great book for you because you ain't got to worry about anybody making out on the mushy, nasty.
That's true. I hadn't thought about it. It's pretty masculine. Stays on point. That's right. It doesn't drift off.
That's right. True. He helps people, but doesn't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
Great book. Check it out. You think this Dr. Pepper drinks itself? No. No. Hard work.
Hey man, those were my toes in the snow out
there. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Baltimore. Thanks for filming me. Getting on. You're a great photographer, Baltimore.
Yeah. Thanks for the shots. Yeah. Those are coming up in just a minute. Yeah.
And thanks for the help, old guy who doesn't speak English, on telling me what I was doing on my swing. Again, I don't speak Portuguese, bro, but hey, thanks. I got it. I suck. You're the man. Yeah. And in a second, when you see this clip, you're going to see what he's complaining about. It's, yeah.